Oh,
I see
I already,
it. I
I,
see it.
I already came, so
Yeah, it's showtime, folks. Here we go. Welcome to our first MonsterFam Live, hosted by Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema. I'm here with my guest for today. I have no idea how to live stream though, and I've already let them know that, and they've been really nice about it. So, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having us. This is
No,
cool.
thanks. No, thanks for being part of my first live stream and for asking me to host this month's MonsterFam Live. So we just finished watching Thanksgiving, directed by Eli Roth, right? But I guess before we get into talking about it, I just kind of want to know more or less how you guys got introduced to MonsterFam, the server. Not exactly sure how we're showing up on stream. On stream, sorry. So we'll just go around.
This is a fishing expedition. He's come here for
It
information.
is. I'm actually here just for information. I'm not gonna say how I ended up on that, Discord, but everybody else, I want very detailed information on how y'all got there. I want to know names, addresses, everything.
Oh
exactly, timestamps. I've got screenshots too.
Official historian. So
Yeah.
you got it.
Exactly. No, absolutely. But I guess we could start. Frank, how did you get started with MonsterFam? And then if you want to talk a little bit more about what it means to you.
Davis is like chomping. He's like
Davis is going last. Davis is going last.
I'm so excited to hear
We're gonna go like this.
So the way it all began is Mutant Theater. Chris and I started getting everyone together to watch movies a few years back through Twitter, and then Twitter just became difficult to keep everyone organized, so we moved to Discord, and that's when we created this server. And then we just slowly started watching movies there, and DeRay Rainbow Fright showed up 2-3 years ago, and she came up with this idea for the MonsterFam Lives, which is what we're doing now, which is just, hey, after a movie, why don't we just jump into YouTube and talk about it as opposed to just chatting in Discord. So we started doing that, and then just handing it off from host to host. DeRay did it. A few different people have done it, but now you're doing it. Heathen has done it. And so how I got involved is I helped start the server, and then Chris, I feel like, is the person who advertised it the most and got it spread amongst the people the most. And then I don't know how people found it. I couldn't tell you how Mo found it. I couldn't tell you how Chunky found it. And so that's why I'm interested. I think this is a good question. So how did everyone else find it?
KT, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, sure. I first found them on Twitter when the Joe Bob thing every week, and they're streaming whatever, and then it went away for a little while, and I couldn't find them. And then I think I seen Chris or something on Twitter post a link, and then I found it, and I joined it, and that was it. That was like 3 years ago, something like that.
And when you first joined, we weren't even really watching much regularly at the time. We would kind of do things sporadically here or there. And there was one Friday after Joe Bob went off there, we were like, well, what the heck are we doing? Why aren't we watching stuff? And it was kind of how we originally started things. Was Joe Bob ended, and we were like, well, let's watch something. And you spurred it again after we had gone on hiatus for a while for different reasons. And then you showed Gutter Balls. You had to watch Gutter Balls, and that was kind of when we got into doing this regular. So it's cool that we wrapped it around and watched it again just the other day.
Exactly.
Absolutely. What about you, Mo?
Same thing. So Twitter became it was too jumbled up, too difficult, too many folks to navigate to try and watch stuff together. So I migrated myself to Discord around the same time. It has to be around 3-4 years ago. And I'm a late night owl. I work a lot. I ain't got a lot of friends. So this is usually where I find my friends and get to watch a whole bunch of either weirdo, bonkers, something fun that's going to make you laugh, something fun that's going to make you say, why did we watch this and whose fault is it?
Yeah, I've started to notice that we have that. So I'll jump in mid movie and be like, what is this? And why are we watching this? I'll watch 5 minutes of it and just
what are we doing?
Sorry.
Well, Chuco,
Chuco, I think you had asked something about picking. Like, is there any criteria for me picking a movie for MonsterFam Live? I was like, no, you just got to realize that's how we're gonna judge you. Like you know what I mean? Like the
Absolutely
better sometimes. Like Thanksgiving's just perfect. It's just normal. It's like it's expected.
Yeah.
But comes in with gutter balls is like a curveball. You're like, oh, who's this maniac? Like
Yeah, I once I saw what the criteria of film we were dealing with as far as what was streaming, I was like, Thanksgiving is a safe bet for the month. First of all, second of all, it's not that bad. It's not gonna be one of those gutter balls. But what about you, Wood Monkey? We didn't even get to Davis. I might just, we might, we're going down the line here.
I gotta know how Chunky Code Monkey got here. He's probably the newest member, right?
could be.
Is he?
I think maybe a couple months more than Chuco here.
Right on.
Sure.
See what I mean?
Because I've been in the server, I think, since at least last year, maybe the year before that. I came from the Shudder Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember there was I remember Chris and Rainbow, like you said. I remember them being in that server quite a bit as well. And some also another guy named Springwood. I remember him too. And so I was a member of that, and I joined in on a lot of those watch-alongs they did. And then I remember seeing someone post a link to it in that Discord. I believe it was that one. And joined in from here, and I'm like, oh, these are all the names from the people I remember from Shudder. Like, you didn't see them around Shudder much anymore. And
yeah, and it's because it's hard to have a conversation amongst 5,000 other people in a server sometimes.
Right. It did get a little crowded, and also, I mean, with Shudder, it's just the only thing they're watching is on Shudder, and they're not going to let you do any kind of streaming through it too. And I'm just like, okay, this place is a little good bit better than Discord, for sure. So that's where I came from was that I said I was not very involved in the MonsterFam on Twitter. I read a little bit. I mainly followed Joe Bob and some of the other official people, but I always saw the hashtag. I always saw like things being sent around, related to you guys. But it's cool to be a part of. It's like say I love movies. In general, it doesn't have to be horror, but I love movies in general. So I'm being able to be a part of that and just sit down and you talk and you riff and everything else. Like so there are, like I said, I'd probably say maybe 60% of the films that I would never watch on my own. Oh, but you can watch it with other people, and that's what makes it really, really good. It's very critical of films as well.
Right on. What about you, Davis?
Oh,
something with Davis. Yeah, absolutely.
How'd I get involved in MonsterFam?
Yeah.
I was looking for songs to use for a video game that I was trying to make, and the producer of that album was into Joe Bob and all that stuff. So I thought I'd send him a line, and then I joined Mutant Fam, first one, and then migrated over time over to MonsterFam.
Indeed.
So we'll leave it at that.
Okay. So there was
That's nice
something
and safe.
before. So there was a Mutant Fam before MonsterFam. Is that what I'm getting at? I'm new to the lore.
Mutant Fam. Mutant Fam is what Joe Bob calls his fans, and we kind of started just as a Joe Bob watch along group as well. But then as we even kind of wanted to, I'm going to put this just like politically and lightly, as we wanted to become more spread amongst the horror genre, we took the MonsterFam name so we didn't have to be beholden to Shudder and Joe Bob. We're like,
Got you.
We could say MonsterFam, which is kind of like Mutant Fam. So it like we're cousins. We're like in the same genre. We're like almost like a fork of it or something. But
Are you saying you called it
You stole it.
Fam for unity?
I would say absolutely it was for unity and to get the community back together. Absolutely, there was no jabs being thrown at the time.
At the time, okay. So am I not privy to? Am I joining something I didn't realize I was joining, or
no? It's all
is there
good now.
jabs going on?
Yeah, it's the better version of it.
I've joined the peacetime.
The peacetime, yeah, absolutely. The peacetime.
The peacetime.
Yeah,
Right
500
on.
years
Okay.
of peace.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, good.
It's in like a walled community now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They have-
cool.
We have heads outside the wall.
We got the guards
As a warning.
thing outside,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
It works best to
Chandelier
ward
made of
off the
dolls.
enemies.
That's where Bog is now. Actually, we said.
Oh no! Rest in
I
peace,
was wondering.
Bog. Yeah, just he's been
Dear Lord,
exiled, I suppose.
bring back Bog,
The exile-
please.
Bring back Bog.
Yeah.
Bring back Bob.
No,
Bring back Bog.
well, just circling back, I guess I think I told Frank how I ended up on MonsterFam, but I started doing YouTube videos at the beginning of this year, and like Chunky Code Monkey, I just like movies in general, right? But I do love me a couple of solid horror movies. There's a couple of them that I really some more than others, right? Like I'm not really looking to watch Critters all that often or whatever, but you know,
Always a good time to watch Critters.
hey, if you say so, Davis. I don't know, man. But I found Heathen's channel, and this past October, I was trying to see if Heathen wanted to do like a collaboration or something, and they both invited me into the server, and I didn't know anything about Discord. You guys saw I just made one and jumped in there, and met all you fine people. I don't know. I didn't know what I was jumping into, but yeah, there we go. And
Yeah,
so
it's
it's been fun.
Come on in.
The
But
water's
you love
fine.
it now, right?
You would think so. You've asked a few times like you're missing some sort of inside joke. You'll say in chat or something like that. It's not even sometimes. Like it is just that like everyone gets so comfortable kind of so quickly that it's like a lot of it is just like casual. Like I couldn't even explain. Like, I think you're getting it. I think you're starting to get it. There is no inside joke. It's just everyone's just kind of casually having fun amongst each other.
It's,
You know,
it's like
So-
random insanity.
Yeah.
Random acts of
Random-
insanity happens.
Random acts of insanity. I like that.
That's a very good way of putting that. Sometimes I'll jump into the chat just after, 2 days of not having like kept up with like the line. And I'm just like, what did I just jump into? Yesterday was one of those days. I said, what in God's name is going on here? What am I reading?
I like to say
Like all this work.
I'm sorry. Go on. All this for what?
No. I'm like, all this work to, be clean on my channel. And I'm reading all this nonsense. I'm like,
yeah.
Here we go.
Fans you're trying to attract, like
Hey,
you really need to be that clean.
loving arms to everybody. Everybody can show up here. But what were you saying, Frank? My bad.
Oh no, no. Now I lost my. It doesn't even matter.
It's all good.
Way it goes.
It does. But I digress. But Thanksgiving, though, right? Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're here for Thanksgiving. So what's y'all's, I guess, like experience with Eli Roth as far as him directing? Are you guys like more or less familiar with a lot of his work? Is this one of like the only ones you've seen? Because I know, at least for me, I started jumping into the Eli Roth like horror film thing a little late. I liked him from Inglourious Bastards. To me, he was Donnie Donowitz. That was it. That was who Eli Roth was to me. And then I watched Cabin Fever, and then I met Eli Roth, and then I watched Thanksgiving before I met Eli Roth. But then I was just kind of like, I like Eli Roth for who he is. But what's y'all's experience with him?
Back up.
Hold on.
There's a lot there.
Oh, my
The
bad.
most important thing. The most important thing you just glossed over. Tell me about how you met Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Oh no! But we got to save that. We got to keep people on the stream.
No.
So like we got to.
We're not
just
moving
throw
on.
it in. It's like
We're
back
not moving on.
commercial break. No,
Chuco,
okay.
that's
All right.
good.
No. So I like I said, I like all types of movies, and I started going to these conventions. I think Frank, you went to Fan Expo in New York, right? So I started going to these. Oh, New York Comic Con. Is it like a separate company?
Yeah, Fan Expo is just a different. I know they have a couple around the country, but yeah, New York Comic Con is just run by Reed Pop or something instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like similar to that, I started going honestly by accident. Maybe a couple of years ago, I started going to these conventions. I just wanted to meet one group, Trailer Park Boys. Shout out to them. Just wanted to meet them.
Get sponsored, we'll take it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we'll take it. Nothing wrong with that. I wanted to go meet them. So I kind of just started falling into the convention kind of cycle, seeing where certain people were going to be. And this past year, I saw that Eli Roth was going to be in Denver, which is, again, an accident for me. Ended up there. I had some buddies that wanted to go. And when their plans fell through, I ended up going anyway. And I got to talk to Eli Roth there. I got a baseball bat signed. He signed it, Donnie Donowitz, the Bear Jew. And I was like super late. It's like my favorite thing is I have it hanging up in my videos.
Nice.
But I
great.
talked to him a little bit about Thanksgiving. Yeah. Told him some, and we'll get into some of like the talks as far as like the kills and like the characters and stuff like that. But I had a chance to kind of talk to him about it. Said, man, you had me laughing when parts I didn't think I should be laughing at. He said, those are my favorite types of kills to write, man. The ones that you're supposed to be kind of quiet about and kind of just like shake your head at. So he had these stickers there. I have a couple of the stickers that he had there. I dropped one, but there's the Thanksgiving one. And I dropped the other one. I got this right here.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
So those are cool, man. But yeah,
That's great.
Sorry, Davis. I was trying to gloss over it, but you didn't let me.
Never.
I didn't
never
wanna-
when you get a
Sorry,
get
I
to
didn't
talk
want to
to a
tell my best
star.
story.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't want to monopolize the conversation, but hey,
No,
no
I'll
worries.
talk,
Pretty
man.
cool.
I'll talk. I'll roll with it. But yeah, for sure. And he did say he was writing. I know they've already confirmed it, but he's like, I was working on a sequel last night, man. I was like, right on, man. Cool. I was all excited for. But he was a really cool guy. I got a picture with him and everything. But
That's great.
back to the
That was
original
gonna be my
question.
I also met
what
him.
was that?
I met him like 20 years ago when he was promoting for Hostel 2. It was like a
Ooh.
New York Comic Con in like 2005, and I think I was telling you, Chuco, like it felt like a much more innocent time back then. Like New York Comic Con itself was much smaller, but then I don't even think like Eli Roth had as many fans back then, so there was not even like a line to get to him. I just walked up, kind of like
Right.
hung out, talked to him, got the poster signed by him, the actress. And like what I loved about Comic Con back then is like no one was charging for signatures. I could get the whole cast to sign a poster just because they wanted to. Now it would cost me hundreds of dollars to get that signed by everyone on the cast.
Yeah.
Every single one of them would be like $50, $50.
Absolutely.
But so I got this sick poster, a Hostel 2 poster of one of the actresses naked, beheaded, holding her own head, signed by her and Eli Roth.
Oh,
So that
I
was
love
pretty-
it.
Yeah, it was like recalled and like exclusive to New York Comic Con, and then so yeah, it's a very cool poster. I've posted it in the server before, but I'll post it again.
Comic Con always gets the best.
What was
things.
your-
It's the worst.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed that.
It's a Comic Con always gets the best stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a lot of good
They
stuff.
do.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
they definitely do. What was your experience with him, Frank? Like, because to me, he seemed like just a normal dude. Like, he was like really, really laid back, I thought. And he just like, when I watched his movies, I was like, yeah, this makes some sense. I like the way he carried himself and stuff like that. He seemed like a really, really down to earth dude.
He did. I mean, it was super casual. It didn't feel like I was walking up to any sort of celebrity or anything like that. It did just seem like, hey, like I made a movie. You should come see it. Although at that point, Hostel 2 was a pretty big movie. Like Hostel had been a pretty big movie. Cabin Fever had been a big movie. Like so this is when he had blown up slightly at this point, but like he was still kind of just like, hey, I made a movie. You should see it. It felt kind of like an indie filmmaker. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but thumbs up.
Thumbs up, man. It works. What about the rest of y'all? What is y'all's experience with Eli Roth as far as like his films? About do you guys enjoy them, or just spitballing here, guys? We're not gonna have like a line of questioning here.
What do you know about Eli Roth?
Davis, tell me what you know
Davis,
about him.
What you know?
I don't know. I have been a person who has watched his films and sometimes enjoyed them.
That's good.
I don't
Did you
know.
like Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving has some good kills in it.
Thanksgiving is great. I thought it was fantastic. The kills were imaginative, and I like that head crush. Man, you have to have a head crush, and they did it. And they did it probably the best I've seen all year.
Right.
So
Right
Absolutely.
on, right on. What
he's a
about you, Mo?
grindhouse guy, isn't he? Like
Yeah, he
Grindhouse
is.
guy? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's where Thanksgiving originated, was that trailer, that fake trailer inside of Grindhouse, which, when and it's tough for me, especially, to really kind of separate that trailer from this film, because that one is so that the trailer to me had just the most perfect feel to it.
Yeah.
It had the low color, it had that 80s washed out style. It even borrowed music notes from Creepshow. That part of the score for that little trailer was part from Creepshow, and so everything about that trailer, that was probably my favorite trailer from the Grindhouse film. So it's really, really tough to take that trailer and look at the movie and be like, but I will say it ended up being a lot better than I expected. Because I think, like Davis said, I think a lot of the kills was outstandingly done. The trampoline scene's very disappointing to me. For a lot of reasons. I mean, don't be wrong, I love it, but like when you compare it to what happened in the trailer, the trampoline scene there, I'm like, they could have gone that route, but chose not to, and it just seems like they were really trying. Like there were so many extreme moments from that. I hate to keep going back to the trailer, but there were so many extreme moments in there that you didn't see in the movie, and so, but like I said, still phenomenal kills, really good production value too. I wish they had dirtied it up a little bit, the film, I think.
Yeah,
taking some color out and maybe and there's a lot of films out there that would do well from like what I call the grindhouse treatment, where you take the film and you kind of dirty it up and you wash out the colors and you put some film grain back into the film and let it go that way. It seems like Terrifier 3 did that as well, talking about recent films. So yeah, I mean, I like Eli Roth. He's okay to me. When his first solid movies came out, I kind of hated him because there was that era in like that early 2000s horror where everything just kind of felt
torture porn.
Torture porn, the bro culture, horror films and everything. And Eli Roth excels at that. He excels at the dialogue.
Yes.
When you think about the way he does,
that's one of my favorite things about him.
He made the Cabin Fever and then the Hostel and then the Hostel 2 and then he disappeared for like 10 years. And that's almost like Chuco had no idea that he was a director. Chuco's like, I only know him from Bastards. Because then he
that's all I needed to know him from. It's the Bear Jew, bro. He comes out of the tunnel with a baseball bat ready to beat up on some people. I was like, this is the guy right here. I didn't know who he was. I didn't even know he was a director, bro. He just came out and with a baseball bat ready to hit somebody. I was like, all right, man, this is the man. He came out with medals, bro. I was just like, this is the guy. I remember talking to my family about it, my cousins or brother, whatever, and they would I'm just like, that's the guy. And then just to see him like die, I'm like, oh man,
that's the guy you want to
spoiler alert
softball team.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler alert for Inglourious Basterds. Just that's been out for a little bit. He doesn't make it, but
no.
Yeah. What about you, Mo? How did you feel about Eli Roth?
I'm a fan. I've been a fan. I've used to read articles in Fangoria magazine about Hostel being made, about the Green Inferno being made. That was one of the first movies that got me back interested into Eli Roth and gave me a real what I got from Cabin Fever. I saw Cabin Fever in the movie theater. I saw Hostel in the movie theater. And then I fell off with Eli Roth because I felt like he was doing the same thing again and again and again. So go ahead, disappear for a little while, come back, give us something new. And he gives us what we wanted in the first place, which is Thanksgiving. Great kills, scare the kids.
Yeah.
You're almost to point to killing the kids, but go ahead, scare the kids. Scare
Absolutely.
The kids good.
Yeah, I mentioned in the chat. That Eli Roth has a writing partner named Jeff Randell, and they did the Cabin Fever, the first Cabin Fever, and I guess they're working on the Thanksgiving too, but they hadn't worked on anything else prior to that. They weren't involved in that. What was that called? The Green Inferno?
Yeah. Green Inferno. Yeah.
Oh, they weren't?
Or no, he wasn't. The Jeff Randell is. I think probably that film could have used the that kind of mind for the set pieces, because it's just amazing what they did in the Thanksgiving. They really thought it through.
They did. It's I don't remember much of it. Oh, KT, go ahead. I keep saying KT, and then we'll like get sidetracked. Go ahead, KT. My bad, man.
About Thanksgiving.
About Eli Roth, about Thanksgiving.
The Patrick Dempsey, just him being there, was kind of like the same effect as like when you're watching SVU and there's that guest star who's a big star and he has a small role in the show throughout the whole end. You know, he's like the bad guy, and that's
pretty much. That's what I thought too. You see all these people and no offense to the people that star in this movie, but I don't remember them from anything else, right? But then you see Patrick Dempsey, and then you're just like,
he's just
hey,
like
he's there.
He's legit.
He's legit. I know him. Yeah.
I know that guy.
It's like, wait, I've seen this guy before.
Isn't that Mick Dreamy?
McDreaming.
Yeah, what is that from? Like, that's one thing. Everybody kept saying McDreamy, and I was like, is that something? Am I missing something here?
There's
What's
a
it called
doctor
again?
show, but I can't remember the name.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
watch it. I didn't
All of
watch
our
it,
moms
but I
watched
just
it,
knew.
so
Yeah.
nah,
tell
I
ya.
don't think mine did, man. I completely missed that one. I just seen memes about it. I grew up in the meme culture, so I just seen like the memes of him getting. I think he gets shot right in Grey's Anatomy. Spoiler alert for Grey's Anatomy. I don't know,
Bug, close your ears.
Oh no!
but
It's funny
circling
because
it back to Thanksgiving. Oh, go. Sorry.
I'll say it's funny because there's 20 plus seasons of Grey's Anatomy now, I think.
That's right.
Oof.
So like it would take you years to get caught up to the point where you probably see Patrick Dempsey shot anyway. So it's not really a spoiler because
Oof.
Well, you heard it here first. If you haven't heard it, Patrick Dempsey
If
gets
you
shot
came in
Grey's
here
Anatomy.
looking for what's going to happen on
Thanksgiving.
on Grey's Anatomy,
15
you are
years
fucked.
ago.
I started a new
I'm so
podcast,
sorry.
Inside Grey's Anatomy.
Hey, listen here with the no. But I guess we should 20 minutes in, or 30 minutes in, we should probably get started on talking a little bit about Thanksgiving.
What, the
I
holiday?
guess the holiday in particular. What are we having? What are we, how do you guys cook your turkey? No, I guess, what were your expectations? How many of you, was it your first time watch or your second watch? How many times have you guys seen it? What's up?
my expectations though was like kind of like that Chunky said, was I had the trailer in mind from Grinders, and tonally it was totally different from the trailer. It just felt like a regular like slash movie. It was good, the kills are awesome, but it just felt kind of bland to me.
Oh, okay. And it was the first time
Oh,
watch
a
for you?
hater, huh?
I mean,
It seemed that way, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna sit here quietly, man. I'm just part of it now.
KT
Hey, listen,
Grindhouse sent tweet.
Code Monkey, Chunky Code Monkey already said something about the trampoline scene, and I couldn't put emotions in there, so I'm just
Drama
gonna keep
alert.
quiet, Yeah, no. But this was the first time watch for a couple of you.
First time watch for me.
I've seen it once before, but
Yeah,
it
same.
was a walk away movie, as in I definitely
No.
walked
Oh.
away more times than I was watching it the first time, because Patrick Dempsey, I totally forgot he was even in the movie. And I'm like,
The one guy.
The one
Yeah,
guy.
the one
You know it's
guy.
gotta be bad if you're forgetting about Patrick Dempsey.
He'll never forgive you.
Or
Yeah, no.
I mean, you never know. It could have been one of them early. It could have been a fall asleep movie. It could have been late night. But I
That happens.
definitely was like, oh my God, I have to sit down and really pay attention. So I really only watched the kills the first time, and every time it tried to turn into a Hallmark movie, I'm like, oh God, oh fuck, okay, no, let me go clean something. I'll be back.
Yeah.
No,
Let me go.
absolutely.
But
I
I
totally
love
get
that
it.
it did that. I love that it did give me my Hallmark horror moments, because it was very bright and shiny, and everybody knows each other in this small rinky-dink town, and the big mega conglomerate of a Walmart type store is the bad guy of the little town where everybody knows each other. So
That's
why
cute,
not?
Yeah, and of
Why
course
not?
you got your all-star pitcher who could have gone pro.
Could have
Oh,
gone
really?
all the way.
I don't know if that was the
Could've been
exact
a
accent you were
contender.
trying to go for, but I think
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm from
Kinda really
Texas,
tough
man. That's a hard one for me to fake, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, of course you got that guy. Everybody knows him too. He's like, he's the guy in town, you know, and of course he loses his arm within 30 seconds of the beginning of the movie, you know.
Absolutely.
Breaks.
Awesome, by the way.
That was good.
Yeah, talk about a snap, man. That thing, it didn't even break. It was just like
Yeah,
the
it was
complete
yeah.
restructure of his hand. Yeah. So going back to the kills though, which one is y'all's which one stood out to you guys the most? I think for me, I mean, you've already seen a little bit of the shock on my face when it came to the trampoline scene, but to be fair, I haven't seen the trailer in a long time, so I can't really remember the route it was going there. But like, what stood out to you guys? Because I thought the kills were actually executed. Sorry, that was a bad. I ran into a pun there. That was almost, yeah. I wasn't gonna let it happen, but I thought they were done very, very well. A lot of them. But what did you guys think of some of them?
One of the ones that stood out to me was I guess it was the girl he had just put the corn cob things, and then she got thrown onto the table saw. I think is that the same one? Or
Yeah,
I think so.
Julia.
I think it was the same one.
That's Julia.
Yeah. And if she was the one thrown on the table saw, that table saw scene was pretty fucking brutal.
Loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do I do? What do I do? Like he's like holding her. What do I do? It's like, yeah, bro. I don't.
What do I
know
do exactly? That was correct.
Dude, you
And you know
don't
what?
do shit.
Honest, it felt real. As much as we were making fun of some of the dialogue and stuff, I do feel like there was some what do I do? Like that felt like a very honest reaction.
Oh yeah, that's
We're-
like instant shock.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Instant shock. Doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Even her with the when she got thrown onto the table saw too,
Mhm.
is one thing you notice is like she flops around and she moves around and she ends up getting her fingers cut off and everything because she's just trying to get off and panic and everything.
Like get off of
And you don't see that kind of kill that often. You typically if there's some kind of machinery involved like that, like the killer is like pushing them into it. He just chucks her on there and walks away.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
she's flopping all over there, and it's that thing is one of the things that makes it such an interesting kill, such a unique kill for that scenario. So it
helped Jodie Foster get over her trauma.
What?
Funky got it.
See what I mean? I don't know about that one there, Davis, but I
Move on. We'll move on.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm trying to recapture my thoughts there. Yeah, as far as that one goes, it kind of like reminded me of the first Saw. I think when they're about to catch John Kramer, and he kind of just starts the trap and he just runs off. It's like a good distraction because at that point you have to kind of like make a decision whether or not you're going to chase the killer or you're going to try to save this person, which there's really no saving Yulia at that point. But you
remembered her name?
I guess.
What's her name again?
No, I made a point. No, it's because I remember her dad yelling, Yulia. Yulia,
get to the chopper, Yulia.
Get to the chopper.
It's Thanksgiving, Julia.
We're going to Florida.
Julia, we got to go.
It's getting cold.
Get off the table, saw Yulia.
Yeah, she didn't really stand a chance there. But the one the trampoline, for me, it gets me every single time, man. It's like stepping on a really, really, really sharp Lego, for lack of a better phrase. I don't want to step on a Lego. A little bit, Yeah, I don't like every time I've seen that movie and she's jumping up and down on the stupid trampoline. I knew something was coming my first watch. But now that I know what's coming, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't watch this girl step on this knife. I can't do it. Yeah, see what I mean? That's the feeling I get as soon as I see it.
Can I ask a question to KT? Have you ever been on a trampoline jumping up and down, in which you fell down, your legs spread wide open, that a Lego got into your vagina? Just throwing that to you, KT.
Yeah, KT, explain. Detailed explanation, please, if that happens, if that's happened to you.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I have the video. We'll show it later.
We'll have the video.
Tack it on the end of this episode.
Love the record. That will not be streaming here. You'll have to join MonsterFam Live to see Davis's shenanigans for that. Yeah, this is a family-friendly channel there, Davis. I just want you to know, all families. We didn't catch that, Frank.
Oh, you're muted, Frank.
You're muted.
You're muted, Frank.
Oh, yes, because I'm trying. So we're trying to get monetized, but yes, I guess I was muted.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's all right, This is
Okay,
this is for the love of the game. You know what I mean? When you're a backup quarterback, you're in there for the love of the game at that point. No,
That's how your arm gets broke.
yeah, exactly. When you try to go be a hero like that, that guy's still alive. What about that kill? Why are they even? That dude just got trampled, man. That was just. It's just. Why did they even try at that point?
Yeah, why
it's
would
like,
you?
That guy's still alive.
You gotta go try and save him now and break your arm, ruin your career.
That one,
He could have been a star. Could have been a contender.
Yeah.
the one kill that got his head impaled by
Oh,
Yeah.
The float.
Yeah.
What they did.
That's the
good.
kill I say. That's the kill that I say that made me laugh when I shouldn't have, because the girls look over, they're like, "Grandpa, wake up!" I'm like, "Oh my god, are you sure? You think he's sleeping there? He might just be a little out of it." Yeah,
he needs his diabetes medication.
Yeah,
More than
it's
that.
He'll be
just
fine.
That kill was
low
cool
blood sugar.
because it made me think of
Yeah.
like what you call it, Final Destination.
Yeah.
And so
Oh yeah.
there was a lot of different there was the stampede in the beginning. There was the Final Destination kill with there's a lot of different death styles is what I'm trying to say. There was like the slasher killer type, there was like the just mass destruction type, and then there was like the accidental Final Destination type all going on at once. And so I felt like that was a unique way that they went about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Descent had a good one too. The beginning of Descent when the iron rods go through the
Hell yeah.
family.
Right in the beginning.
Oh,
yes.
so good. So good.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of what else. I was trying to take notes, but every time that the chat would start going off, I like completely forgot my notes when it. What about football guy? What about our protagonists in general? Did you guys even like for me? I've seen this movie like 3 times now. I don't care about our protagonists at all whatsoever. Like none of them
Who are they?
like exactly.
So it was all right because this was meant to feel like a 90s slasher. It was like I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream. It wanted to give you that like feeling of like
That's right.
high school kids hanging out type thing or whatever in a 90s mystery scenario. And like
it could have been anyone.
yeah, and they did okay, but there was no memorable character. I said in chat, at
No.
one point, she's no Jennifer Love Hewitt because there's like a scene
No.
where she's trying to be like, we know you're out there. Come and get, whatever the hell Jennifer Love Hewitt was saying in that scene.
Yeah.
Like, come and get us. And I felt like
Yeah.
there was a character in this movie trying to do that type of like emphasis, and it just
Yeah.
didn't come out as well.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So
They
yeah,
didn't really have.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I just didn't
They
have.
didn't even really have a Michelle or Sarah Michelle Gellar
Yeah, they
stand
definitely
out.
didn't.
So
No.
Yeah.
No, Jessica Biel, no,
that's
nothing.
right.
None.
That's it.
I don't know who these girls are. They seem to be doing fine, but I don't know.
Amy asked who I thought the most attractive one was during the movie, and I couldn't even tell you. I don't even remember what any of them looked like.
Yeah.
That's unusual for me. I would normally
Focus
Y'all-
up, Frank.
I usually have their
Remember-
bust size carved into my skin by
Yeah,
now.
we normally looked up half of their IMDb's and like just found half of their movies. I'm like finding every little thing they've been in. I don't know. I couldn't care less about half of these actresses or any of them.
Y'all,
Yeah.
we failed to remember that Gina Gershon is in this movie.
Right.
She does get cooked.
Okay.
We do get to see her legs.
Yeah.
Yay! Listen, I totally forgot she was also in this movie, and her recent plastic surgery and hair color change. For half a second, I didn't know it was her. I said, wait a minute. Ozempic much? Go ahead, girl. Get it.
I thought she was a
Hey,
stunt
man.
double from The Substance.
Oh. Ooh. Talk about a bad hair day though, man. She got jacked up for sure. She got
Yes.
cooked, as Mo would
Cooked
say.
alive.
She got scalped by the scalpers.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm confused now. Wait, which one are we talking about? The lady that got run over by a shopping cart, or the one that
Yeah.
cooked?
Yeah, that was Gina Gershon.
They
The
got
one that got cooked.
Hit
Yeah.
by
The one that
Oh,
got
was it?
cooked.
The one that got
Okay.
cooked.
I got it mixed up then. I thought
Oh,
it was-
wait.
Or-
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around.
One on
Hey, but listen, that name means more to y'all than it does to me right now because I am completely blank on who that is. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I should have done a little research.
Maybe it wasn't.
In the. It
Maybe it was the
wasn't.
girl at the beginning with the hair. Maybe that was Gina Gershon.
I think it is.
I thought that was.
No, none of us
Yeah, I
knows
think,
the fuck what
I
we're
think
talking
that's what
about.
it is.
Yeah.
The simulation is falling apart, guys, right around us.
No.
They're gonna
You don't
prove
know
we're
for
not
sure.
horror fanatics. We're just fucking faking it.
Yeah, we're just faking it at this point. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, this guy
nothing
Chico
about
doesn't
these
know what the hell. Yeah,
Hold
they don't
on,
know
I'll
what
go to
the hell he's
Wikipedia and
talking
solve this problem right now.
Yeah,
about.
Tell me
Absolutely.
everything you know,
Absolutely.
Brock.
No, but talk about the cook scene though, man. That silent, that like moment of silence, and then just the pop of the what's that?
The turkey
Yeah.
timer.
Just
Turkey
a little
timer.
turkey
Ugh.
timer. That felt like Eli Roth just kind of smirking at the audience, just like boop.
Yeah.
That's to me. That's just like
knowing how
my
much
kind of
of
humor.
a fucking weird perv he is, though. Like, there was a couple of scenes where I'm like, when he was like painting the face with like butter, I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
there's no way he didn't sit there and like sexualize this. He's like, like he was definitely enjoying himself throughout some of these scenes a little too
He,
much.
he basted
Yeah,
her very nicely.
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
tell you.
he paid a
It
lot
gave,
of
like,
attention
this-
to that.
It gave the Salma Hayek putting the toes in the mouth kind of vibe, didn't it? From Dusk Till Dawn a little bit, just a tad,
Just a tad.
Mhm.
Parsley between the toes.
You can definitely tell
Yeah.
when Quentin Tarantino's sitting on the set whispering and
Yeah.
Eli Roth here, hey,
It was not enough times.
butter the toes, butter the
Oh,
toes.
Butter the toes. That's a campaign slogan for Roth and Tarantino. Butter the toes.
Hey, Eli,
Perfect.
you want me to step in and do a master shot real quick?
Oh my god.
It's not
No,
enough
no.
butter.
Not
So what
enough.
do you guys think as far as like the future of like the Thanksgiving franchise? Do you think there's more there? Do you think they're just gonna milk it till it's dead? Like, for lack of a better phrase, because we see this a lot with like this, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
would have been a cool standalone. But then like the whole him escaping, now you lose the whole aspect of the whodunit, you know, you lose like, oh, we're trying to figure out like I said, we lose the whodunit. So how do you even like capitalize off of the first Thanksgiving and just kind of like move forward as a franchise, or do you even try to?
I don't think you have to worry too much about the whodunit aspect of it because there's always the copycat killer
That's right.
story
That's what I
that
was
you can
gonna
run with
say.
in another movie. You can come in and say he'll be like, oh, we know it's him. He's back. He's coming to get us. And it's like, no, it's not him. It's his Thanksgiving protege or whatever.
It's Ben Wilson or Will Benson.
Yeah.
I forget what it was in the second I Know What You Do, Listener, but it was Ben's son.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Dracula's
just don't
son
know.
is Alucard? What?
Yeah, they definitely do have like a Scooby-Doo moment with him, right? They're like, if you
Exactly.
only had hung on the fence just a second longer, you're like, oh, great, cool.
Oh,
He's got like the stickers on his pants or whatever. It's like, yeah,
Of
yeah.
all ways
No,
to be
but I
caught
mean-
as a killer. Stickers on
Yeah,
your
no.
pants. That's how you get caught.
yeah.
stickers
yeah.
on
He could
your
have sold it.
pants.
So
Yeah, he could have
embarrassing.
just sold it. Just been like, I was just chasing the guy.
It's like,
You know,
I
was
ran the
chasing
same
him.
grass as you.
I read it exactly. We're all in this together. We got a question.
was
What
right behind
Thanksgiving food is better, turkey or Cornish hen?
Cornish
I've
hen.
never had
Cornish hen.
Cornish hen. Oh,
Cornish
my bad.
hen.
There go
annual
my
income
eyes.
is not high enough to enjoy
Who-
Cornish hen.
Yeah, who the
I've
fuck
never had
eats
it.
Cornish hen on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
God.
for real.
Hey,
And how's your
They're trying to
portfolio
be
doing?
fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's a
Yeah, I
themed
guess.
Thanksgiving.
I guess
And
we're
they-
saying turkey.
Yeah,
I'm
We're
gonna
poor.
say turkey.
The dark.
Our family
Yeah,
does
no.
turkey and ham. Those are the big ones.
turkey and ham.
Yeah, yeah, they do it. they
Yeah,
do it
we
both for
fry-
Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna say
We fry a
squirrel.
turkey for sure. Oh,
Squirrel.
it's too soon, Davis. It's too
Yeah,
soon.
too soon.
We lost a great squirrel. We lost a
had
great
to.
squirrel
I
recently.
had to do it.
R.I.P.
Peanut.
Peanut. See you at the crossroads.
R.I.P. Peanut.
Peanut, pour
Pour
some out for Peanut. But at the same time, now we have roasted squirrel on the menu for this Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh,
Um,
Ah,
I didn't say that.
Hey, whoa! I didn't. I was just saying, just convenient. I'm just out of convenience. There is squirrel available on the menu. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's peanut.
Unbelievable.
You're a people pleaser for peanut.
Goodness.
Perhaps justice for peanut.
I got
It's
us
a damn
steered off
shame,
course,
that's all
I
it is.
think. What were we talking about before?
Cornish hen. And why do you
Cornish
think
hen.
it's un-American?
Tennis Reaper Cinema. I gotta follow this guy on.
Great guy. No, he's a great guy, man.
Oh, you
Great
know
guy.
this guy?
He's been we subscribe to each other, and he's been really supportive ever since I started. But yeah, he's a great guy. Shout out to Tennis Reaper Cinema.
All right.
Join Discord.
Woo!
Join us, man. Join. You're in for a wild ride for sure. Everybody's great.
Come over.
Make sure you're up on your shots first, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to be
That's important.
completely up on your shots and just be ready to.
Get those boosters, folks.
You might need. No, we're not. We're not talking that. We're. I don't know what we're talking about, Davis. Davis, we're not doing that.
Rockets from SpaceX, right?
I mean,
I'm just stealing what Fauci told me.
it's flu season.
Hey, listen. Oh man, this one's gonna reach the wrong audience. They're gonna be like, "Well, I thought we were talking about Thanksgiving. Now we're talking about Anthony Fauci, the real Anthony Fauci." Am I right? No.
I didn't say nothing. I love the guy.
Hey, listen. You might need. All I'm saying is you might need shots after you jump out of the MonsterFam Discord for sure. It's just I don't
rabies shots,
but
gonna get bit.
Davis. No, hey, it is what it is. Now, I guess just to tie it all up, what's y'all's favorite scary movie? You guys are here. You guys are on the channel. I didn't even ask you guys anything about it. What's your favorite scary movie? Character, movie, doesn't matter.
It changes every day. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
The political
so
answer.
What a lame answer. Exactly. I was about to
Whoa,
say, get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about?
get out of here. Kicked. Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema has left the chat. His own chat.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, not about trying to give me a political answer.
What's your favorite movie today, KT?
What today?
Yeah, what's your favorite movie today, then?
I don't have one. Not today.
Oh, that's
You
Could've
cock
said-
son of a bitch.
Today.
Get me out of the way! Give me a film!
He knew he was coming on the stream, and he just
Gutterball.
decided, you know what?
Favorite one.
Gutterball. Oh
Just
God.
Gutterball? Come on.
Gutterball. He watches it every night.
Two.
And what?
Hainer.
Hmm?
Hainer.
Painter?
Hainer.
Hanger. Oh, God.
Hey,
Don't watch that film. Chuco, do not watch Hanger.
What is
I gotta
Hanger? I've never seen
No,
Hanger.
no, no, no.
Hanger?
Don't do this. Don't do this.
hanger.
Don't do it.
Hanger like you hang your clothes on? Hanger?
Okay.
KT just threw a dirty bomb in the chat. I didn't do this.
Just for anybody that's watching this, I hope you guys understand that we're talking about movies. We're not talking about whatever Davis just said. For everybody on the,
And
we're all
I
on the
get
watch
blamed
list.
for
now.
it. And I get
Yeah,
blamed
no,
for it.
I love
Listen,
that.
y'all follow
Doesn't matter what you
Davis.
say, Davis.
Yeah, we're just gonna throw the ball at Davis there.
Fuck you all.
Oh, check this out. This
The
is a pretty decent
scapegoat has
question.
left
All right,
the
bro.
chat.
No.
This
All right,
horror
bro.
movies have been coming out with full force this year. Which horror movie surprises you guys this year? As far as horror movies go,
Yo, The Substance was amazing.
There you go.
Mind fucking like I was like, holy shit, they're just really
I
gonna show
was-
us all these fucking ass and titties like just over and over. Like it's fucking just like fine.
focus.
Like that's
Fine.
focus,
Frank.
Frank. Waiting for.
Focus, Frank.
Focus.
No,
Focus.
I am.
focus.
That-
He's focused on the wrong things. Hey, remember, every second you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
The Substance is definitely top of my list too, but it is a direct tie with that Strange Little Darling. Can't
That's
remember if it was
right.
straight. Yeah,
Mhm.
Strange Little Darling was just
Strange
complete-
Darlings.
Strange.
Strange
Strange
Darling. There we go.
Darling.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with
So good.
oh, what's the Kyle something. He was in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Yeah,
Yeah.
names
It's not
brain
gonna work.
oatmeal. But yeah,
Kyle
so-
Gallner?
Gallner, that's it. Yeah.
Or Gallner? I don't know.
Yeah, Ghana. But
Yeah.
the I blanked for a second, but that movie on top of the substance, like this year, the sleeper hits of the year, really unexpected both of them to be as good as
sure.
they were.
Yeah.
And there has been some phenomenal horror this year, so
Great
it's been a great year for it.
In a,
Yeah.
Agreed.
See, what was that, KT?
in a Violent Nature, did you see that one?
Oh,
That had some
Yeah.
awesome kills.
That was
Really awesome
yeah.
kills.
The hook kills,
I-
obviously.
yeah.
The yoga kill. Okay, I'll give him that one. I gotta be honest. In a Violent Nature to me was just, it was so hard for me to get through that one. It was just too slow for me, man. It's one of those things where I appreciated what they were going for, but I was not prepared when I went into that movie to get what I got, So when I got the yoga kill, I was like, I laughed out loud, and somebody turned and looked at me like I was like sick, in the movie theater. Somebody turned and looked, they're like, "Why is this guy laughing out loud?" But the rest of it, man, just
They're
following.
alone jacking off. What is he doing?
Oh yeah.
Like, why? We should probably let somebody know about that over there in the corner. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. But I definitely, I think it's gotten a lot more hype, obviously, this year. But Terrifier, it didn't quite exceed Terrifier 2 to me, but I really did enjoy Terrifier 3. I don't know. Has everybody seen Terrifier 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, like thoroughly. I think they definitely it was like an Empire Strikes Back for art, in my opinion, kind of deal, where he pretty much wins the second bout versus Sienna. You know what I mean? So to me, that was kind of cool. I thought like that he escaped. Yeah, he didn't exactly win, but Sienna didn't win either. So
Nope.
I think it's kind of a win for me.
Yeah.
Or as far as movies go.
Yeah, it's good. It was a complex little story that he's putting together. I'm interested to see where it all ends up. But yeah, Tennis Reaper in the chat says I would have to say Terrifier 3 because if you can make a movie that has a budget of nearly $2 million and turn a profit and beat out the Joker, that's a win in my book. Well said.
Ooh, well said.
Yeah.
Bro took a
I
shot
was
at
just
Joker
excited
in the
to
process.
see it in the movie theater.
Well, it's not hard to take a shot at Joker. I mean,
Yeah,
the second film was pretty disappointing.
It was disappointing. That's a better way of putting it. I will say it was disappointing. I think it's going to age better than we're giving it credit for, though. I really do. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it here in about 5-10 years. They're going to look back and be like, oh.
I get it. Yeah. They're going to be like, oh, I get it now.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna start Black Friday in a little bit. So if we want to like start wrapping things up, and we'll move on to the Discord and we'll watch another movie.
There you go.
That's freaking a good little segue.
Sounds good, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys coming, letting me host MonsterFam Live for this month for November.
Good time.
Thanks for coming on.
Sure.
Thank you.
You did great.
I think we'll do next month. Just we could have the discussion live for people to hear. Even is like so. Next month we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna have some directors in the server while we watch their movies. So we're gonna have James Dean during XXXmas and Andrew J. Chambers during Lust, the Devil, and Witches something. And then I'm gonna do a panel with them on my YouTube channel, and anyone could join, and we'll just talk. I haven't even told them they're going to do this yet. They haven't even agreed. I just assume they're going to do this.
Yeah,
They're
just
going
to
to
do
say
it.
yes. They're gonna say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm certain they are.
It's a thing. They're going to say yes.
I mean, they're definitely doing the movies. They're going to be in the server talking, but I'm going to ask them to be on the YouTube channel. And so the next MonsterFam Live will be us talking to the directors after the movie, which is, I think, a significant cool step in another direction where we have them on a panel afterwards. So I think that will be fun.
Well, that sounds like it is going to be a good time. So if you guys haven't joined MonsterFam Live, the Discord server, we're going to be watching Black Friday here in a little bit after we jump off the stream. But I just want to thank you guys again. It's been really fun having this conversation. Thanksgiving is a fun movie. I had a good time talking to you guys, and
For sure.
thank you for being on. But
Take care.
with that, guys,
welcome.
have a good night. Guys, join us for MonsterFam Live. Take care, everybody.
Woohoo.
Bye.
Peace.